Welcome to Channel. The ball rose into the air under the brilliant glare of the overhead lights, spinning in slow motion for a split second before reality snapped back into full speed. Jonquil Jones leapt high for New York, her arm outstretched like an archer's bow, fingertips brushing the leather, but Aya Wilson's vertical matched hers. The ball tipped toward the Aces' backcourt, where Kelsey Plum darted in, scooping it clean and immediately pushing into a fast dribble. The crowd erupted, sensing an early strike. Plum drove hard toward the paint, only to pull up at the free throw line and dish to Jackie Young on the wing. Young's three-pointer rattled in, and the arena's volume spiked like a thunderclap. New York didn't flinch. Ionescu took the inbound pass, jogging up court with measured patience. Her eyes scanned the defense. The Aces were already setting up a tight man-to-man, but Sabrina had no intention of being rushed. She called for a screen from Jones, using it to slip into the lane, then fired a bounce pass to Meesman on the short roll. Emma caught, squared, and nailed an 18-footer with a kind of smooth, unhurried form that silenced the crowd for a moment. The Liberty bench jumped to its feet, clapping in unison, sending the message, "We're here to play." The first few minutes unfolded like a heavyweight bout. Wilson went to work on the block, backing Jones down with patient footwork before spinning into a soft hook. At the other end, Jones answered by sealing her defender deep under the rim for a quick layup. Every score was met with an equally sharp counterpunch. The lead seesawed 5-4, then 7-6, then tied at 9. Every possession felt like a statement. Midway through the quarter, the Aces began to find a groove from deep. Jewel Lloyd checked in and wasted no time. Her first touch came beyond the arc on the left wing. She rose, released, and the net barely moved as the ball dropped through. The roar from the crowd carried a note of recognition. Everyone knew what a hot Jewel Lloyd could mean for an opponent. New York's answer came from Ionescu, who, after a series of crossovers at the top of the key, stepped back for a three of her own. Splash. The two teams exchanged a brief nod of mutual respect as they crossed paths, the kind of silent acknowledgement only competitors of the highest level could share. The intensity spilled over into the defensive end. Betnijah Laney Hamilton picked Plum's pocket, near midcourt, the sound of the slap echoing across the arena. She pushed the ball ahead to Ionescu, who spotted Meesman cutting down the lane. One quick pass, one easy bucket, and the Liberty's bench erupted again. On the very next possession, Aya Wilson swatted Jones's shot into the baseline seats, the crowd roaring with every replay on the Jumbotron. The energy was relentless. The game barely paused long enough for anyone to take a full breath. Timeouts became miniature battles of strategy. In one huddle, Coach Hammond leaned in close to her players, voice low but firm. "They're trying to pull you out of the paint with that pick and pop. Stay disciplined. Switch late, contest everything." In the other, Brondello clapped her hands and told her squad, "Keep pushing the tempo. Don't let them set up. Sabrina, hit Emma early if she's got that elbow spot." These adjustments played out instantly, each possession like a chess move answered in kind as the first quarter clock dipped under 2 minutes. The Aces held a slim 21-19 lead. Wilson had already tallied 6 points and 4 rebounds, while Meesman matched her with 6 of her own, plus a couple of boards. The pace was fast but calculated, each team trying to dictate terms without burning out too soon. The final sequence of the quarter saw Lloyd curling off a double screen for a three at the top of the key. Pure. But before the crowd could settle, Ionescu sprinted the length of the court, floated a high-arching layup over Wilson's outstretched hand, and scored at the buzzer as the first quarter clock dipped under 2 minutes. The Aces held a slim 21-19 lead. Wilson had already tallied 6 points and 4 rebounds, while Meesman matched her with 6 of her own, plus a couple of boards. The pace was fast but calculated, each team trying to dictate terms without burning out too soon. The final sequence of the quarter saw Lloyd curling off a double screen for a three at the top of the key. Pure.